So this once again shows how the big bully intervenes and squashes smaller companies out of the market. Now, Uber shuts down UberCheats app, right? And I've used this before. Many people use the UberCheats app. The guy, this is the logo. This is how you could download it. But I think the argument is, hey, you have our name in your app. We're shutting you down. And the legal department contacted Google. Google shut them down. And the guy wants to fight it. So I'm going to go into the story. It's rather interesting. But I think they shut it down because it was really exposing that cheating side of Uber, right? And this guy tweeted, Uber Cheats is now live. This is a past tweet. Download the Chrome extension to detect if Uber Eats has underpaid you, right? Underpaid you. Uber could block this at any time. So if you are an Uber Eats driver biker, please download it before it's blocked by Uber and let me know if Uber cheated you. That's what the guy who made it announces quite some time ago. In fact, that was in August 2020, right? And this was working. This app was actually working and exposing Uber's, flaws. They're cheating. That's what it was doing. So the story, very interesting. Uber shuts down app that told drivers if Uber underpaid them. And Uber got Uber Cheats removed from Google, claiming the app infringed its trademark on the word Uber. So they got a strong point there. They got a strong legal case. But I think it's more than that, right? Like they wanted this app to be eliminated, gone. We got to get this out the way. How do we do it? Boom, we contact Google and say, hang on, you know what? They're infringing on our trademark. So the story gets rather interesting. Uber has forced Google to remove a tool that helped drivers figure out if Uber underpaid them, right? They don't want that to be known, that they actually do underpay these individuals. The creator of the Chrome extension Uber Cheats, Armin Samii, the gentleman that wrote that tweet in August 2020, which I researched, said Uber claimed it violated its trademark. Uber filed a false trademark claim against Uber Cheats, so it's been taken off the Chrome App Store. He said on Twitter, they claim that people might confuse it for an actual Uber product. Come on, man, seriously? So Uber Cheats was a Chrome extension that helped drivers figure out if they'd been underpaid by Uber. And obviously, this is embarrassing to Uber because they are actually underpaying, so they're being exposed here. Underpaying drivers is de rigueur for the Rideshare app. In 2017, Uber admitted it had been underpaying drivers in the New York City area for 2 years and promised to pay drivers $900 each in compensation. That probably will definitely not make it up, right? Make up that difference. It's a problem compounded by the fact that Uber offsets its operation costs by making drivers pay for them, which often makes it hard for Uber's drivers to make money at all. Samii's app helped keep Uber accountable. I love that. Kept drivers informed and was incredibly simple. Sometimes Uber calculates the distance from point A to B incorrectly, he told Motherboard in an email. My guess is that they use the straight line distance rather than the actual distance traveled. In my area, that has led to a 6-minute trip taking 50 minutes since they thought I could fly, I guess. Technically, the app is quite simple. It looks at the start and destination of the trip, plugs it into Google Maps, and checks to see if the distance you were paid for matches the distance Google says. According to Samii, he got the idea for the app after a grueling delivery for Uber Eats. He got a notification for a 6-minute trip. I'm on a bike, so I know that usually means between 10 to 20 minutes, he said. On this day, the trip took me up one of the steepest hills in Pittsburgh, about 4 miles total, and when I looked at my statement, I was only paid for 1 mile. I was so frustrated, not for the few dollars I missed out on, but because I knew Uber was getting away with sneakily underpaying thousands of drivers and delivery people everywhere. Automatically my hero, looking out for the people, right? Happened to him. He now wants to protect other drivers. Samii launched his Chrome extension in August 2020 and hadn't had any problems keeping it online until now. In communication from Google, he shared with Motherboard, dated February the 15th, 2021, Google said it was removing UberCheats from its store because it allegedly infringes upon the trademark of others. I'm going to give you a massive, massive suggestion at the end of this video, Samii. I'm going to be very direct with you because I think I have a great approach and a great solution for you, right? So follow me till the end, and then I'll let you know how I think I could help you big time. In the email, Samii showed Motherboard Google forwarded the original complaint it received from Uber. The application uses without authorization the mark Uber, a trademark owned and controlled by Uber Technologies. Any use of the application of the infringing marks constitutes a trademark infringement under Section 32 of the Lanham Act. And yes, they legally are right there. We ask the app immediately cease using any Uber trademarks or any other name or mark which is likely to lead consumers to mistakenly believe that its products or services are associated with Uber or authorized by Uber. The truth is, they're embarrassed because they're cheating people and the cheating is being exposed by this app. So they had to shut it down. The angle was the trademark law. UberCheats could relaunch with a new name and continue just fine, but Samii said he won't do that. I plan to fight this, he said. I will not be bullied by corporate lawyers trying to scare the little guy. I'm in the right and they know it. I have appealed it with both Google and Uber. Uber declined to comment. So here's my suggestion. Your idea is brilliant. Take it a step further, right? You have this program, right? Now make sure you offer a universal app, not just for Uber Eats, right? Not just, don't call it just UberCheats. Come up with a great name. We will promote it for you. It will self-promote itself. You can do one press release and your app is back out there. I would suggest not wasting time because you could lose this, right? Face your loss on this. They're going to win on the trademark and they'll spend a lot of money and they'll tie you up in courts for a long, long time. So get a new app out ASAP under another name, but now go one better, right? Allow DoorDashers, Grubhub drivers, Postmaters, Uber Eats to use this. So you have a little bit, you have the engineering. Now you just got to make sure that you plug it into the different apps and you make a universal app so that the person can select, okay, Uber Eats trip, check the mileage, Grubhub, check the mileage. Make it an app that is universal for all food delivery apps. A little bit more programming with a really cool name. And don't use DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber, Postmates in that app name. Maybe, call it an abbreviation, but they will win this. If your app is registered with Google as UberCheats, they will win this. And the reason why I tell you this, I have faced a trademark lawsuit, right? And I knew that I was going to lose on that lawsuit. So what did I do? I recreated that product, right? Almost identical spin-off product because I really helped launch that initial first product, right? Then they turned around and said, you know what, sorry, we have a trademark issue with you. I said, okay, fine, I'll relinquish that back to you. No issue, we'll remove that name. Boom, shut the door to them, went and created the same product under a different name. And I got away with it. So based on that knowledge, I'd like to share with you, Samii, I think you're a genius. I think you're great. I think you have that spirit of looking out for the peeps, for the drivers, for the delivery drivers. Take it a step further. I will help you promote it, right? And then I would suggest you go to Cision, CISION, the #1 press release company in the world. They bought PR Web, PR Buzz, many of the Cision, and you run one press release for $199, right? And that'll go through Yahoo News, Bloomberg News, on all of these outlets, and you make an announcement and you'll have even more downloads, right? So turn this into an even greater positive, That's my advice. I'll have you on my show, right? But to engage with them, Samii, they will not intimidate the little guy. I totally understand you. I'm the same way, right? But on this one, I would hit the high road and go one better on them. So yes, the app goes down. You do a little bit of additional programming, incorporate all the food delivery programs in your new app, and relaunch under another name, and it'll go through. They can't stop you. Fantastic work, Samii. Super proud of you. He's a warrior. He looks out for us, right? And I do want to, at this point, give a massive shout out to Cover. K-O-V-E-R, Cover. Cover.ai. And by the way, the link underneath, you get 1 month free, right? You get a free month. And these plans, gig protection plans, they protect these gig workers. Hopefully, Samii would have been protected with UberCheats, but unfortunately, the gig protection plan doesn't apply to that app, only to these, right? So Samii, hit me up, bro. Want to help you. You're a warrior. We love you. And, to all of those that were using UberCheats and are upset about this, just as I am, don't worry. Samii will be back. I know it.